Tomorrow we have a ceremony for the Lunar New Year where the energies are shifting from the snake year to the fire horse year. And I can feel this in my body strongly. And last month, especially, but yeah, a month and a half or two, have been a lot about clearing and just making space for this powerful new energy to come through. And by clearing, I mean on all levels, on the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, and in very different areas of my life. So house, first one, like getting rid of things that I don't really need and that are not aligned with who I am or where I am right now. And then also in business, like some relationships that felt like they were coming to a completion, even though there was a pain in that because there's so much love in those relationships, but the business part of it stopped working and serving us and kind of was stopping our growth. So I had to change those and release. What else? Yeah, in different areas of business, just things clearing and clicking and a lot of downloads, but also this energy of like, yeah, I can see it, but it doesn't have this full strength yet. And I think that strength is going to come with this fire horse energy, because the fire horse is all about movement forward. Like you never see a horse walking backwards. And also like in many of the healing sessions that I had with other healers, when they were holding space for me and guiding me, I would see a horse and I would see this invitation to sit on this powerful being and to move forward, to kind of embrace my power. A horse for me represents power and like allowing yourself also to be guided. Not always needing to push yourself or to know the way, that you can also surrender when you're in this centered place. Then everything comes to you as it needs to. When you're on the right vibration, you attract, whatever vibration you are in, you attract what is in resonance with that. But the more you learn how to trust yourself and trust the universe and also surrender, I think surrendering is a part of it, but then action is a part of it. I feel like I cannot talk about surrendering without action, because oftentimes in spirituality, just go with the flow and trust what comes. And yes, that's a part of it. But then sometimes we forget to be grounded and to feel like, okay, what is my role in this? What am I called to do? Because doing and making aligned actions is a very important part of creating a life you love, life you enjoy. So today I feel like I'm going to be tuning into some of those different energies and archetypes leading up to this ceremony that we have tomorrow, this Lunar New Year event that I will be guiding, but also, hopefully to prepare me and to prepare you for what the energies are about these days. When I go into a channeling mode, I close my eyes and I round into the earth, so I root down and then connect up to the source, so that my channel of light, which is this line of energy that goes through your spine where all these energy centers are that are called chakras. You are much more than your physical being, so that cord, that channel goes all the way to the source of the highest light, so the center of it all, and then to the earth, because we are part of this planet. So when I do that with my focus and my intention, I already feel like I am kind of vibrating higher, and I relax more and I release the outside world and any thoughts of what happened before or what was going to happen after. I just become fully present. and fully relaxed and fully connected. And when I'm connected there, and sometimes I also need to calling my angels or my higher self, my soul, my spirit guides, depending on the moment I feel what I want to connect with. But calling them all is always a good idea. If you do not feel the energy yet, but sometimes like I just ground down and up and into my heart. So that is the center of those two centers of energy. And also the heart is the place where I feel that my mic is there, because that's the strongest electromagnetic field, and that is the place where I set my intention from my truth and from the depth of that feeling, that desire to receive an answer, to get clarity. And then when I say that from that place and in that power, then I amplify and am guided to see or feel, tune into different parts of this universe, this quantum field. I never know what's gonna come through, but because of my intention before I go into channeling, I always know that it is for my highest good and highest good of all. So I'm gonna do that now, and I don't need much time to connect. And when I connect, I just hear we are here, or I just feel like, mostly we are here. But I feel also this stronger energy, this vibration coming through my whole body, and sometimes in different parts more. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna actually say it out loud. I feel called to. So I ground fully into Mother Earth below. I connect to the source of the highest light above. And I connect to my heart. And I call in my higher self, my soul, my spirit guides, my angels and archangels, my ancestors, as well as 4 elements and 4 directions, and any energies of the highest light and highest good of all, of unconditional love, to connect me, to protect me, to guide me, and to help me receive and release whatever is for my highest good and the highest good of all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are here. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna move your body a little bit in order to release some of the stagnant energy. And also you watching, if you feel called to make any moves, we invite you to do that, trusting your body and just without any rules, moving it in a way that feels best for you now. Okay, so now Vanya speaking, because I can shift usually. Sometimes they are quite strong, so I cannot really come in. But I just wanted to say that what I'm feeling now is like a lot of energy in my throat and also in my root chakra. And it feels amazing. It feels like my thought was like, this is the best thing ever. So this is one of the reasons why I love channeling. So what is coming through is a lot of energies to the earth because of the alignments that are happening around you, around the earth, in your solar system, but not only the solar system, it is much wider than that. But we're going to focus on what is most important to you, which is that if you open up these days and also on other special alignments that are happening throughout your year. And by opening, we mean taking breaths with your eyes closed and allowing those energies to be received stronger by you. You can do this on your own, or you can also join others that will be guiding you, because not all of you know how to work with energies. It is still a minority. So, as you open up, you are receiving from your crown chakra immense light. And this immense light moves through your whole light channel, passing through, moving through, depending on different knots you have there. It is avoiding some, it is working with some, depending on the fact and their state of where they are now and what they are ready for. And also it is giving you codes. You can imagine this as the codes in Matrix, or maybe the codes of light language that you have seen. They are different types of vibrations that are also being placed in some of those areas in your body for later use. So some of them are already opening and working with your chakras, and some of them are placed to be opened later at a more beneficial time depending on your choices, because you always have free will. But also time as again, these movements of cycles that you are in, and what they are allowing you and supporting you with, because not everything can ripe at any time. Certain codes, certain doors can only be opened when there is that external energy that charges it up, so that the lock can be worked with, so that the key can allow that. And also, as we're doing that, we're seeing that sometimes those keys cannot be used by just one person. Sometimes you need to be with one other person or many more in order to unlock certain doors. So yeah, it is all very dependent on the part, type, timing. One other thing that we will add is that those of you that have been already doing the work, that have been clearing your inner house, you will receive this light with much more ease, and you will work with it with much more ease. And those of you that have been asleep until now, you will be just gently blessed with some of these vibrations, because if your crown chakra isn't open, and then if your third eye isn't allowing even the slightest movement of energy, then it will not pass through. Although we are seeing that like little tiny bits can go through, but not much if you are not ready for it. So yes, it depends on your readiness a lot. What I'm seeing is like the snake is kind of eating people and going around the earth, like almost like swallowing each person and then being released at its tail end. So, very interesting. It's like this whole year is this long snake, and kind of at the beginning of the year, or depending on when you're ready, you are being swallowed by this snake. And then at the tail end, which is now, you get released from her body or her energy. So, okay, can you tell me more about this image that I am seeing? Yes. So, what you are seeing and what you are saying is accurate. This year has held you in a certain energy, almost like being in a nest and being completely enveloped, being held in that vibration. And now that nest is dissolving and releasing you so that you can connect to, and what we're also seeing, like jump to this horse that is gonna be leading you. What we're also seeing is that horse can be very powerful for some. So some people will come to it and then they will be afraid and they will have this movement forward, backwards, not really sure how to get on it. Some people will get on it and then they're gonna fall back from it and then they're gonna try again and they're gonna gallop a little bit. So not everyone will be ready to immediately jump on this horse and to ride it for the full year. And those also that stay and connect to with this energy stronger will be even able to use it beyond this year, because this is like a spirit animal, and so is the snake, and you can work with them at different times at any time, but you are not being held in their energy as you are in the year of that archetype, of that vibration. The fire energy is very potent and very useful because it is also the energy of transformation. So it is helping you especially this year, because the snake always comes before the horse. But when there's a fire element that is involved, it is helping transform even in a more potent way. So this energy, this fire energy, right now is like a fire door that you're going through and passing through. And as you pass through it, last little bits of that old skin are being burnt away. And some of you have been feeling this these last days with bigger triggers coming up, or bigger inner work that you've been called to, or even just heavier energies and even just being sick. All of that is a way of working with this energy. Vanya is asking, how is being sick connected to this fire energy? So when you do not slow down, when you do not take time to meditate and to work with the fire energy consciously, your body is made to slow down. It is made to be still so that the energies can work through you unconsciously and help clear some of the stagnant energy. So being sick is not always a sign that something is not aligned. Sometimes it is a sign that it is very aligned and that you need to go through it in that way. And sometimes it is a sign that something is off. So you can tune in with that, or have someone else help you tune in with that to see what can best support you at that time. So what we will ask each one of you listening is to take time to listen even more carefully. We do not just mean here and now in this video, in this kind of video, but to listen to your surroundings, but more importantly, listen to how you are vibrating according to that. So listening more to how you are feeling in the moment, what is happening within, and taking more time to develop your sensitivity, and also to learn your own inner language. Because each one of you that is on this awakening and spiritual journey is receiving these energies in a different kind of a way. It depends on what kind of lifetimes you have had. So what your soul is comprised of, what you still carry in your body. And by carry, we mean the wounds, but also the incredible gifts that you are awakening at this time. The earth is changing, and there is a possibility for this planet to be one of wonders, one of magic, one of love, one of joy, one of play, one of incredible enjoyment. But in order to get there, more clearing needs to happen. So even without being held in this snake here, you will be needing to clean your own inner house, firstly and foremostly. So you clearing your own inner house changes what you see in the world, changes how you affect the world, and what together you can create and bring through. So please open that inner door more frequently, and do not be scared of what you will find there. And also learn tools to do the inner work, do the energy work, because you, all of you listening, have the potential to do that. And it is needed to clear your room, clear your house every day. So it is much better to learn to do it yourself than to go to someone, if that's even possible, every day, right? Learn to brush your own teeth, to comb your own hair. Even in little ways, because they will help you raise your vibration, and as you raise your vibration, to see the possibilities that are there for you, to see that fire horse, to work with it, to play with it, to allow it to guide you, to lift you up, to see incredible new horizons and connections to others. But firstly and foremostly, to yourself. We thank you for doing that, because you are not just affecting your own world, you are affecting the whole universe. Thank you again. That was fun. Oh, I love that, because I didn't really see it like that. I didn't see the snake eating each one of us and letting us go. Or yeah, I love channeling and love how illustrative it is and how it takes you to the point, like very directly, but then there's so much love and so many good vibes, I guess. If you're watching this, if you got to this point, thank you for being here and in some way co-creating with me. All right. Wish you a beautiful day. Wish you a beautiful beginning of the fire horse year, and sending you so much love. And I feel called to. They're telling me to invite you if you want to join Queen Light School or come to any of my one-on-one sessions. I would love that. All right. Mwah. Love you. Bye.